The pace of change continues to be a major factor shaping our economic landscape. How consumers orient to risk and access and use products and services finds many businesses and industries pushed to the brink of collapse. It is necessary for them to find new ways to remain relevant in their industry or to explore and create opportunities in entirely new spaces. Anchored in more than 125 years of helping Middle Americans through difficult times, Assurity intends to create its own future and sees the insurance industry as being especially ripe for reinvention.
Our products are largely becoming commodities. And to me, there's only two ways to deal with commoditization. One is through effective relationships, and the other is through innovation. It's so important for our long-term success that we innovate.
A core team of Assurity employees collaborated with Maddox Douglas and began developing a focused, innovative approach for Assurity's future. The team began by reviewing hundreds of documents, meeting with key stakeholders at Assurity, and gathering input from members of Maddox Douglas's global expert network. Experts from around the world who lend their specialized knowledge to new challenges by providing unique perspectives from parallel or outside industries. From this research, we learned that the timing is right for Assurity to focus its innovation efforts on creating meaningful traction in the DI and CI industry. As a result, we came to the following central question: how can we help people transition when threatened by changing circumstances while empowering their will to succeed? With this in mind, the team set out to identify a broad range of population groups who shared similar attitudes and behaviors. They conducted online boards intended to gauge beliefs on various topics. These boards provided the research team with invaluable information on how DI and CI insurance is thought of and talked about. We then moved to quantitative testing with a much larger population of consumers. This offered us a much deeper look into the key areas. A population of more than 800, 100 of whom were actual owners of a DI or a CI policy, responded to an online survey. Based on their responses to the questions, we were able to determine meaningful differences in their attitudes and beliefs and developed 4 unique segments. One of these segments emerged as the best fit: the passionate pursuers. The passionate pursuers are a group of consumers whose attitudes and behaviors present them as broad-minded and passionate risk-takers. They tend to hold an extreme interest in new and innovative solutions to problems and challenges in their lives. They're a group of individuals who also tend to be focused on personal growth as well as their careers, and hold a mindset where they are confident that they are able to overcome obstacles.
You know, I think our industry is one that's ripe for an outside player to come in and really disrupt it. And so I think innovation is critically important. I mean, we're a company that's been around for 125 years and we want to be around for at least 125 more.
All of this work became the basis for an Insight Workshop, a 2-day meeting to sift through the words and express needs of the passionate pursuers to develop insights that best described their unspoken needs and greatest tensions.
This whole project, and especially yesterday, got us closer to the consumers.
To be able to hear independent thoughts that either validate or take us in a different direction, it's got value in both situations.
By focusing on these tensions, we can hone in on the real problems facing consumers. Here are some of the top insights from the workshop. Get ready. I feel pretty confident about my future because I've had some success, but I'm worried I'd be overwhelmed if something serious were to happen. Dropping the ball. I'm confident in my ability to get myself through a bad situation because I'm resilient, but I'm worried that doing so could keep me from meeting my responsibilities to others. All by myself. I handle a lot of things on my own because my independence is important to me, but if something bad happens, I'm worried about having to rely on friends or family. Justice League. I'm willing to deal with the healthcare system, insurance companies, or the government because their help would be beneficial when I'm sick or injured, but I'm worried it would be difficult to get the most out of these systems in a serious health situation.
We really are taking consumer insights, applying them to the business that we're in.
It kind of eliminates that, oh yeah, let's do this based on one person's comment, because everybody feels free and empowered to state their opinion.
The no holds barred, there are no boundaries.
That was an important part of it, listening to their input and their thoughts and bringing a different perspective to things that we in our little industry cocoon wouldn't necessarily see.
Armed with these insights, the Assurity team came together for a 3-day ideation session in Chicago. Collaboration with members of Maddox Douglas, the Global Expert Network, and passionate pursuers was the key to generating solutions. From the hundreds of ideas, the group developed 6 concepts that would resonate with the passionate pursuer segment. These concepts were centered on access to products, as well as products that were altogether brand new. All of the concepts would address unmet needs expressed by the passionate pursuer segment. These concepts were then tested quantitatively with the general population to gauge reaction, appeal, and most important, their likelihood to use them. The testing also revealed where the concepts could support Assurity's goals and how they might round out the overall short and long-term innovation plan and portfolio. With the results, Assurity is able to prioritize the concepts and develop an approach to innovation with assets that will be useful for years to come. Most important, focusing our efforts in this area serves to reinforce Assurity's enduring commitment to the long-standing mission of helping people through difficult times now and in the future.
It's incumbent on the leadership of our company to find a way to be relevant with today's consumers and in today's economy. And that means doing things fundamentally differently than how they've been done for the last 100 years. And that's going to be the measure of our success going forward.